Welcome to Get Solutions. This is Lokesh. In previous class, we have discussed how the company calculate the purchase consideration under intrinsic value method. So in this session, we are going to discuss the next concept, that is last concept under this module 2, corporate financial restructuring. So before going to the concept, if you still not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, so please subscribe today only so that you will get my latest videos. See, the heading only, that is the concept only, indicates the company thinks that to restructuring its business operations. So that is corporate financial restructuring. See, a corporate financial restructuring refers to a fundamental change in the company's business or business operations or financial structure designed to increase the company value to shareholders or the creditors or suppliers. So generally the corporate financial restructuring is a fundamental changing in the business operations. So why the company will be going to change its business operations? In the sense, for expansion of business or for modernization of the business or for establishing the business in another country, that is globalizing their businesses. So for these reasons, the company will be going to think that to change their business operations. Okay, so this process will be called as restructuring process. See, the corporate financial restructuring is a fundamental changes in the company's business operations or in the financial structure. So financial structure is nothing but ultimately it is a capital structure. So how the companies will be going to raise its finance? That is through issuing the equity shares or debentures or preference shares in the capital structure. So this capital structure speaks about the debt and equity portion in the financial structure of the firm, that is capital structure of the firm. So ultimately in this corporate financial restructuring, the company makes changes in their business operations or in financial structure, which is ultimately designed or which is ultimately helpful to the increase the value of the firm, that is increasing the company value of the firm. So this enables the shareholders value, thereby which ultimately helpful to protect the interest of the shareholders of the company as well as the suppliers or creditors of the company. So this process entirely we call it as corporate financial restructuring. See, once again, a corporate financial restructuring is the fundamental change in the business operations or company's business or financial structure of the business organization, which ultimately increases the value of the firm, thereby which helpful to the companies to protect the interest of the shareholders or creditors or suppliers. Okay. Next concept is reconstruction. See, for example, if a business organization which run into sickness or which fall under the losses, okay, so then this situation can be classified into two categories. That is, first category, the company is under the position of winding up its business operation. That is the category 1, wind up the entity. And the second category, because of future prospects are good due to the change in the government policy or change in the economic condition, that is change in the market demand, the company will be going to run its business for a long period of time. Okay, so these are the two categories. So first category, winding up of the entity, that the company is decided to wind up its business entity or business operation because of the sickness or loss. And the second category, because of future prospects are good due to the change in the government policy or change in the market demand, the company will be going to decided to run its business operations for future or for a long period of time. Okay, see, an appropriate action is to be continue business and recover all the past losses. Now the company has two options here. One, an appropriate action can be taken by the company to run a business continuously for a long period of time. That is first option. It is available to the company. And the second option, recover of all the past losses. So ultimately, however, the continuing the business would require the support from the all stakeholders. Yes, exactly. When the business will be false under the losses or in the sickness position, then definitely the company need a support from the all the stakeholders of the company. So when the stakeholders will be going to support this company, in the sense that is when the company has the, that is when the company is in the good position, that is when the financial position of the company is strong, that is when the company position, that is the financial position looks like a healthy. So then only the stakeholders will be going to support the company. Okay, see the statement, an appropriate action is to be continue the business or recover the past losses. These are the two options are available to the company. However, the continuing business would require the support from the all the stakeholders of the company. So we know that when the stakeholders will be going to support the company, in the sense, so such support would be came only if the financial position looks healthy. So ultimately this exercise will be called as the reconstruction. So this is true actually, that is when the company is decided to wind up and when the company is decided to continue its business operation by getting the support from the all the stakeholders. Ultimately the company needs the support from the all the stakeholders, but the situation, but the condition, if the company will get the support from the stakeholders, then the company will be in the better position, that is the financial position of the company will be strong. Then only the stakeholders will be going to support the company. So this supporting and this exercise will be called as reconstruction. That is ultimately by getting the support from the all the stakeholders, it will be going to reconstruct its business operations to run its business operation for a long period of time. So this entire process will be called as reconstruction. Okay, see this reconstruction can be classified into two types. One is internal reconstruction and another one is external reconstruction. See, internal reconstruction, the name only indicates the internal reconstruction. Okay, so the reconstruction process can be takes place internally, that is within the organization. See, the internal reconstruction refers to recognizing or recognition within an entity. So within business organization, the company recognizes and recognize an entity operations, that is by restating its assets and liabilities and using the surplus for writing of the losses. Okay, so internal reconstruction will be takes place between, that is takes place within the company by restating, that is by restating the revaluing the assets and liabilities by using the surpluses and revenues for rating of the losses. So if any losses will be incurred in the business organization, that can be written off by the surpluses, and also the reconstruction process can be carried out within the organization by restating the existing value of assets and liabilities. So this process will be called as internal reconstruction. Okay, that means internally the company will be going to change its business operations by changing the or restating the value of assets and liabilities. For restating its value of assets and liabilities means by using the surplus or revenue or profit, the company will be going to writing up of the all previous losses or all past losses. So this process will be carried out within the organization internally. Therefore, ultimately this process called as internal reconstruction. Okay, so the next concept is nothing but external reconstruction. So the name only indicates the external reconstruction is nothing but that is out of the organization. There is no connection with the organization internally, but the process will be carried out of the organization. See, closing the entity and transferring the assets and liabilities to the another entity. So this is this concept comes under the amalgamation, that is one company transferring its assets and liabilities to the another company, right? So when one company transfer its assets and liabilities to the another company, definitely the transfer, that is which company is transfers the assets and liabilities to the another company, that company will be going to called as transferor company. So which company is purchasing the assets and liabilities from the another company, that company will be called as transferee company. Ultimately, after transferring the assets and liabilities, the transfer company will be going to wind up. So that is the same statement, the closing the entity and transferring assets and liabilities to the another entity. So which company transfer its assets and liabilities to the another company, ultimately that company will be going to wind up finally, that is close their business operations or close their business entity. See here, the external reconstruction takes place when an existing company goes into the liquidation. That is, ultimately the transferor company will be going to wind up after liquidating its assets and liabilities to the another company, right? That is, after transferring assets and liabilities to the another company, ultimately the transferor company will be going to liquidate. In this situation, the external reconstruction will be incurred. That is, external reconstruction takes place when an existing company goes into liquidation for the express purpose selling its assets and liabilities to the newly formed company. So after transferring the assets and liabilities from the transfer company, ultimately the company will be amalgamated into new company for starting up of the new business, right? So this transferring of assets and liabilities commenced out of the organization. So ultimately this process will be called again in this concept, that is external reconstruction. So external reconstruction takes place when an existing company goes into the liquidation, that is when the company transfers its assets and liabilities, the transfer company will be going to wind up or liquidate for express purpose of the selling its assets and liabilities to the newly formed company, so which is generally owned and named like a external reconstruction. So generally this process or this concept or this situation called as external reconstruction. So therefore amalgamation concept is also related in that amalgamation concept to corporate restructuring or corporate reconstruction. So these are the various concepts under second module. If you didn't understand any concept, so please watch previous videos so that you will get a clarity about the various concepts which is ultimately helpful to solve the problems under this module. So thanks for watching.